Hi guys. Today I'm going to demonstrate you how to convert any Figma design file into the code. You may be wondering how is that possible. So suppose whenever you are designing anything in the Figma design, either it is a website or maybe mobile application, then what you can do is you can install a plugin called Locofy, which is a new plugin that has been created in recent times, and it is very well versed plugin. It's not like some clutter plugins which will generate some poor code, but I really surprised to see what is the code quality that this plugin is going to create. So let me show you. Before doing that, I have created one simple application, which is a React Native application that is called Vspace. So what is this Vspace? Let's see the problem statement of the Vspace. In the recent time, as we are moving very fast in this modern world, we don't have enough time to look after all the things while you're building the house, like what to set the curtains. I want these curtains, or maybe I want to set this lamp or this coach. We don't have enough time, and we don't know what are the different things that we can fit in our room within the limited budget, and what is the new technology that is available in the market. So lack of awareness, lack of time, and lack of knowledge, people are compromising in their houses. So in order to avoid that, what we are bringing onto the board is vSpace. So what this vSpace will do? vSpace will enable the user to it is a simple platform just like e-commerce website. What it will do is, so you need to follow three steps. First, we have to select the room. Suppose if I want to redecorate my room, or I want to renovate my kitchen, or maybe bedroom or kids room, whatever. So you have to select the room, then you have to select the budget, then you have to select the space. That means measurements. What is the measurement of your room or bedroom, whatever that is. So after selecting all these things, then what will happen is the application will give you the desired results. It will give the list of all the different themes that you can fit into your room based on the budget that you have selected. So let's see. That is the functionality or workflow. So first, user has to register themselves in the application. Then they have to follow these three steps. Select category, budget, space, then list of products and everything. Then they have to set in the list of the products, they have to set their theme. After setting the theme, they can see all the things in the VR. Then later, after purchasing the product, then vSpace team will set up everything for them. This is very simple application. Just I have designed basic prototype, which is not dynamic as I'm saying. So now let's go to the, okay. Before going to experience of using Locofy, let's go to Vspace. This Figma. Okay. So in this one, you see I have created all these screens. So there is some splash screen, some starter screens with carousels, and I have created one simple register page, verify screen, login screen. Then later have category screens. The three steps that I'm displaying, I'm talking earlier. Set category, set budget, set measurements. Then here is a list of the items that based on the selection that a user have done. Then later you can see the complete screen. You can see here, let me zoom this a bit above. Okay. Okay, now you can see all the things, all the details of the room and everything. Different videos are available and everything available. Then later if you get it now, then you can, after purchasing it, a team will come to you and they'll install everything for you. Okay. So now this is the application. Now let's see how to do this in the Locofy. So whenever you're designing the Figma applications, it is very important to create everything in auto layers. So the design will be responsive, and it will give you so much flexibility while you're shrinking the window size and increasing the window size. So let me pick up some complex screen. So let me pick up this screen. So this page. So see, if you notice, all the things are in the as auto layered screens only. Now let me expand this one. You have see all the frames are available over here. Okay, you see I'm giving some proper names to the frames in order to generate the clean code like stepper, and this is card, something like that. Okay, now after creating everything in the layout, then what you have to do is we have to right click in the plugins. We have to I already installed the plugin by using the community. If you don't know how to do that, you just need to go to Figma community and you need to search for the, now you go to the Figma community and search for the plugin, Locofy. Uh, just a second. Yeah, here it is. You need to install this plugin. You just need to click on this one and you need to install. That's very simple. So now let me go back. Let me go back to what I'm saying. Okay. Now plugins, Locofy. This is a little slow because I have used so many images in this application. Now you see this window will come up whenever you click on this one. So whatever the frame that you are selecting, then it will generate the code for that one. So in order to see it more clearly, what I'll do is I'll preview the code. You have to set any of the screen if you want to see what is the preview over here. You see, this is the preview of the screen. You can see all the things are coming up over here. This is the image, this is the header, the toggle bar, image is there, 1, 2, 3 steppers are there, categories were there, and buttons were there. Okay, now let's see. So now what we'll do is, let's see each and every element in this screen. So if you click on this one, whenever you're clicking the left side, in any of the component, it will show up the things in the right side. If you notice, see, the moment I click on this header, it is showing up. We have to tag the layers in the Locofy. Tagging means you have to specify what is this layer, what is this frame, and what is the purpose of this frame. So based on the tagging, so we have elements in HTML, right? So similarly, we have to specify each and every element as this to the Locofy so that it will generate the code based on the tagging of the layers. So I have tagged this layer as a header. You see here header is available. Now if you want to add some properties or actions to this header, then you can simply click on this pencil button and you see all the properties are available over here. This is the custom header I have designed and it's a layout. Here you can manage all the things, how to align the things, all the flex items, padding, resizing, everything, and styling and actions. So as I said, these don't have any actions right now. Now let me, this is an image and this is a stepper. Okay. Here I have selected the one. I have selected button, which is the stepper button. So now if you see this one, this is showing here as a button. And if you click on this one, it is displaying all the properties, all the layout things, styling. If you want to modify any styling, you can do it over here. You can simply change the background color, add the border, shadows, and everything. And actions are over here. See, I use this color as this one. And if you see, here there is called action and choose action. So we have so many actions available like going back or opening the external link, opening the model, showing alert, share, toggle drawer, go back. So I'm selecting an option called change page. Then you have to set the page which change you want to change. I've set it a budget page. Okay. After giving all the actions to each and every card in this screen, suppose if you notice, uh, I have given to this living room as well. If I select on this living room, I have defined this as a button because it's a menu option. So if you click on this one, it will show up as a button. And if you edit the settings, then you can see I have given the actions over here for changing the page. And for the button trigger, what you can do, you can choose one of the effect, add opacity or color effect. Unfortunately, there is no background color available over here for this React Native, but in the maybe in the next versions they can implement those things as well. Okay, in this way, what we have to do is we have to set the tags for each and everything. And one more thing I want to highlight over here. Suppose if you're working with any form, then you definitely have to say, let me select this option. Here I have this is the dimensions, selected measurements screen. In this one, whenever you're working with the form, you have to select the forms as a text input. So here, if you notice, give me a second. Let me, okay. Here what I'm doing is, okay, this is a frame and to this rectangle, I'm giving the and tag as a text input. If you notice over here, in this one, we have so many options. Properties label, you can define the label. What is a placeholder? I'm keeping a placeholder as 4 under the value and left icon, right icon if we are adding any layout and styling. And see, I'm using some background, I mean, border color over here, placeholder color. I can customize these things and actions. So you see, this is coming up over here like this. This is the biggest problem I have faced in this Locofy when I'm working with these kind of things. So the reason because of this is whenever you're using these things, if there is any rotation to this one, you see this has been rotated to 180. That's why it is causing the trouble. We have to keep all the elements rotation as 0. It won't work. Suppose if you're using Shift H, Shift V, then this will create some rotation to the elements. So that will affect the Locofy application code. So you don't need to, you have to make sure that all elements having the 0 as an angle. This is very important thing in while you're implementing the Locofy applications. Okay. Now we are done with all these things. So similarly, we have to tag all the elements in the screen. Then after tagging all the things, let me do it again. After doing all the things, then we have to simply preview the screens. So we have to preview you just spend so much time on the previewing the things so that you will get very clean code and optimized code and you won't miss any element inside the screen. So this is good now. You see, whenever the moment I change the angle to 0, it is working good now. Okay, now let me preview the code. Okay, this is a preview the screen. Let me view the code. The moment you click on the view code, what it will do is it will open the code in the new editor. You have to set all the screens. You can generate the code for one screen or you can generate the code for all the screens. I'm getting for all the screens. There is a framework that you want to select. Suppose if you want to set HTML, CSS, you can select it. And you need to create the project name over here. Here only while you're creating the project, you can select the other frameworks as well, like HTML, CSS, some React Native, some other stuff. Okay. So now I have created all my code. You can simply visit the code over here. Okay, this is my code. Yeah, this is, see, it just only took only couple of seconds, that's it. So we have built a complete application within few seconds once your design is ready. Okay, now let me show you the prototype before going to this code details. This is the prototype. Okay, you can, all the list of the product that is coming up while you're clicking on these things. Because as I selected living room, it is coming up the living room. So if I click on this one, you see, this is a product page. Here you can see all the details over here. Suppose if you're using the VR lens, then you can easily see all these things over here around you. This is a dummy application, but anyway, now if you click on this one, you can go to the product details and we have paid the things. And if you want to see for anything else, you can do it over here. Now let me go to the code of this one, again builder. Okay, whatever things that you have created, all the screens, you can see all the screens over here. And you can see all the frames over here. Now you see, if you want to select like this, I have 15 screens in my application. Now, if you want to see anything for, we have reviewed this thing, right? So let me bring this screen. Okay. So now if you notice, this is the code for this screen, which is the home screen. So we have all these frames, each and every frame. If I expand these frames, you see the code. This is the way it will arrange the code. Now, let me see the code over here. See, it is importing the React and it is importing the text, childhood and view. As everything is view and only text in React native, see, view. Let me try to analyze this code. Okay, so this is this image. If you notice, this is a, I'm using some image over here. So this is this thing. This is a cover image that is for the background. Here background, I'm using some image. And here you see this text is over here. And this is this group image. So that means this is this one, this frame. Sorry, maybe up to here. Yeah, this is this frame. Then later I have, yeah, up to here. Yeah, you can see the navigation over here. Touchable highlight. This is the navigation over here. See navigation to budget, navigation to space. So this is the stepper form. This is the stepper. So this is touch highlight. Then later we have this select icons. Yeah. See, then here we have living room, we have kitchen room, all these things are available over here. We have kitchen, we have bedroom. These are different cards. We can generate all these things. Suppose if we have created one object in the React Native and you mention all the image URLs and the name, you can create one component and you can pass everything to that one. You can pass all that to the one card. In this way, the code is arranged right now. Right now, it is static, but you can make it as dynamic as possible. Similarly, you can see one login page as well. Yeah. So here you see RNP React Native text input is over here. See the placeholder is coming up. What is the mode? What is the placeholder color? Everything is coming up over here with very neatly and very precisely. Okay, this is the link to register account. So if you don't have any account, no, we have to click on the register account not to go there. So this is the pressable component over here, and we have submit button over here. In this way, the code is very beautiful. And the only issue I noticed over here is, suppose if you want to see all the screens code over here, there is no project level architecture over here. That would be great if that is there. Then one more thing, if you want to make anything as a component, suppose let me show you the list view. In the list view, we have so many products. You see, I have created one dummy component over here. This is a component I have created by myself. So here, if you want to create anything as a component, we have to click over here and have to create the component. Say I have named it as a product item, and these are the different props I added to this component. So this is a feed for this feed value. This is product name. This big wall painting with windows is a product name. Then final price, this is the final price. Discount I'm adding over here, 10% discount. What is the original price I'm keeping over here? So this is the all these are different dynamic values that we can keep for one component. In this way, anything that is repeating, that you can create a component over here in the component section, and you can add the props. In this way, you have to create the components. Okay. So now you can export the project by clicking on this one. You can change the package name. You can keep the application name and app icon and everything. Everything you can specify over here. You can also specify the starting screen over here. Then later, if you want to download the zip file, you can do that. Otherwise, you can also edit to the GitHub. So if you click, if you notice, I have added to the GitHub. Now, you can see all the information of this project over here. Number of screens, number of components and everything. Let me open the prototype again one more time to see more precisely. Okay, this is the splash screen. I have kept 1 second, 2 seconds as the duration. Then later we have this create big, customize. This is the carousel. If I click on the next, it will go to this screen. We have to keep number. We have to enter the OTP, some dummy OTP. Then later we can see the stepper forms. You can select any of the, I'm selecting the living room, premium. I'm selecting the feed as 4x4. Next, all these are the products. Click on this one, you can see all the details about this product. You can get the product, and that's it. This is very simple to use, very user friendly. Even the Locofy interface is very user friendly. It's very responsive as well, and neatly organized all the things. It's really great. Now let me tell you the experience of how I'm on this Locofy. Precise design product produces clean code. Spending more time on design will be helpful. Tagging elements is very important in this Locofy. Each and every screen, all the elements needs to be tagged. And if you are spending so much time on the prototyping, it won't be helpful when you're building applications by using Locofy. Frameness plays major role in the Locofy apps because it will keep the code very clean and accurate. Okay. Now, what are the problems I have faced earlier? So you see that auto rotation thing when we are using the Figma, it will auto rotate the elements, which will cause a trouble in the Locofy preview. Then later, limitation of hover effects. So if you notice, I have created so many hover effects. Suppose I can show you in the, I have created a hover effect for this next element. Okay, I have removed, sorry. Hover effects are not working in the Locofy for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it will be supported in the next versions. I hope. Okay, then later auto tagging gives images very trouble. Suppose if you're tagging any images tagged, then it is not displaying in the Locofy preview. Figma components is not helpful. So I have created few components for this one. Like I have created one side nav and one header, and this is not really that helpful. I don't know. Maybe I have to research more on this one. Then later, unable to see complete project structure. Yeah, we discussed already this one. It would be great if we can see all the project structure in the folder editor. So this is my experience of using Locofy and building this application called Vspace. And it took almost 2 days for me, I can say 48 hours, because I have to experiment so many things in the Locofy which I don't know earlier, this auto tagging and everything. Because earlier I prototype the whole application. I did prototyping, then I need to remove prototyping, then I have faced a lot of issues in the rotation, then I have to remove everything. So this is where I have faced so many issues while building the things, but it was great. I get great support from the hackathon channel that Locofy is providing, and I'm so grateful to the Isaac that he helped within no seconds. He just resolved all my issues, and thank you. So you can see this. I have submitted this one in the fine coder. You can see this project over there, and you can also vote for me. Then later I have deployed this code in the GitHub as well.